Hey, you guys, I wanted to talk to you about Bloom's taxonomy. Harold Bloom came up with this theory that a lot of teachers buy into now. There's other theories as well, as far as education, but we're going to focus on Bloom's. He was a guy, Harold Bloom, from the 1950s, and he came up with this diagram to represent the different levels of thinking that we go through, the different levels of using our brain power that we go through. And so down at the bottom represents a very low level of thinking, a very low level of using our brain. And these verbs to the right are used to describe the activity, like verbs is what you do. So like if you do these things, then you're not using a whole lot of brain power. If you do any of these verbs, then you're using a lot of brain power. So the low levels of thinking are down here. The higher levels of thinking are up here. A teacher's goal is to get you up here in this red as often as possible. Down here might be good to refresh your memory, and then only for you to scaffold you all the way up to going up here. So let's say you duplicate something, and that would be copying something out of, say, a text. Let's list something. That, again, would be basically copying something from somewhere. Repeating something, stating something, defining something, writing definitions, that's all very low level. However, if we get to understanding, the lower level would be reading. Let's say reading. If you read the words, you got that down, that's fine. That's the lower level. However, if you comprehend, that is understanding, and you're using a lot more brain power. So then if you move to the level of applying, let's say you sketch, like on your reading apprenticeship, the annotations, I always have you guys sketch. And that's where you apply it to, you're transferring it, you're using way more brain power. And that was my method to my madness, is to get you up there. Let's say you question, remember in those annotations, I have you question the text. I have you compare and contrast. I have you relate to the text. So again, a lot of higher order thinking. It takes a minute to do these activities, to do the higher order thinking. Say I have you do a project. Maybe with the synthesizing, that's creating, that's putting a lot of different pieces together to create a whole. And that takes some brain power, absolutely some brain power. So let's say you defend something, you judge something. This would be in, say, an evaluation type essay, an argumentative essay. You judge a topic and you just defend it or dispute it. You support, when you use textual support, paraphrases, summaries, direct quotes, you're using a lot of brain power if you do it properly, if you introduce them, if you incorporate them into your discussion smoothly, if you actually explain the quote and interpret that quote instead of just dropping it in. If you weigh somebody's thoughts, okay, so let's decide whether or not this person is a credible person to even be talking about this subject. So you're evaluating their credibility. How credible are they to be talking about this topic, and should we even listen to them? So anyways, our goal as educators are to get you to this higher level of thinking as often as possible. We start out down here, but we want to continually move you up here. So I just wanted to let you guys know.